If we are serious about building an integrated region, we must build a Southern Africa in which the equal rights of all peoples are respected, where all people are treated decently and equally. We cannot submit to the intimidation and harassment of people seen as coming from elsewhere. As South Africans, we are deeply concerned and ashamed that nationals from other countries have in recent months been subjected to discrimination and ill treatment. I repeat, as South Africans, we are deeply concerned and ashamed that people from other nations, some whose leaders are here, were treated badly and were even forced to leave the country under threat of violence. The criminal actions of a few within our communities are a repudiation of the solidarity upon which this Southern African community is built. We cannot preach integration at summits and practice exclusion in the streets of our countries. I say this as a South African, to South Africans first of all, but this is a broader challenge to which we must apply ourselves as a community. Southern Africa has borne witness to the movement of people over millennia. Our people are the products of migration. Migration accounts for much of the diversity as well as the vibrancy and richness of this region. You just have to move to our various countries in Southern Africa and you will find people speaking almost similar languages that you find in each of our countries, meaning that we are one people, meaning that we have moved across our region with ease. Now, as we work towards Vision 2050, we should seek a region in which people are able to freely move according to established principles, protocols, and laws. This means that we must work together to address the conditions that drive migration. It's been a joy for me to go to Zimbabwe and find that there are people who speak the same language that I speak, Venda-speaking people. And I've been amazed. How did you get here? And they ask, how did you get to where you come from? So that is the beauty of the richness of our region when it comes to where we all live and where we all come from. Let me return in closing to the vision of Pixley Kaisakasel. He spoke of chains dissolving, of arid plains turning red with harvest, of African cities becoming seats of learning and of science. And he declared that the brighter day was rising upon Africa. As we gather 120 years later, we should define the meaning of the brighter day. We should also be able to see exactly how this is having an impact on a rising Southern Africa. It should mean a refinery, not only a shaft. It should mean a canning plant, not only a farm, that is an agro-processing plant, and not only where we see just a field where we plant. It should mean electricity generated in one country lighting up a home in another country. It should mean a car that is assembled in one SADC country using parts that are manufactured in another SADC country and produced finally in another country. It should mean a young woman graduating from this university and building a company that seamlessly trades in all our SADC countries. That Vision 2050 should mean that A child that is born in any village, in any town or city within our region, having genuine prospect for life and the talents that she can get that can benefit her life anywhere else in our region. There are many students in this hall today. The Southern African Vision 2050 that we describe will not be run by those of us who are taking our seats tomorrow or day after tomorrow at the Intercontinental Hall.
President Ramaphosa today gave a very profound lecture on regional integration and our Vision 2050 for SADC, which is an empowered SADC, an industrialized SADC, where there is people-to-people exchange. And he did it in such a way that we could understand that SADC once, bureaucracy is very good, but now we have to move to programs that talk to tangible integration that is felt by people who are on the ground, where policy touches the ground and the ground influences policy, and the people of SADC are well to do by the time of 2050. So it was a great lecture indeed. President Ramaphosa also took a chance to express his dismay about the disturbances that were happening in the Republic of South Africa in the past few months. And he condemned those activities, and it was very well received as part of the introduction to the lecture, because he took it as a factor that can negatively affect our prospects of regional integration.